Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be discussing about IELTS academic exam. Here are a few hacks, tips, tricks and strategies for the same. The full form of IELTS exam is International English Language Testing System, which is graded in bands. So let's first understand what do we mean by these banding. In each module, if you have answered 39 to 40 questions correctly, then you score a 9 band. If it is 37 to 38, then you score 8.5 band, and so on and so forth. Then, what is the meaning of all these bands? 9 band, 8 band, 7 band. If it's a 9 band, then the user is an expert at speaking English, knowing English. 8 band is a very good user, 7 band is a good user. Very good user, 8 band very good user with few inaccuracies in unfamiliar conditions or few grammatical mistakes here and there. Good user with quite a number of inaccuracies and mistakes in an unfamiliar environment and so on. This is the meaning of all these bands. Most of the licensing exams like PLAB or university requirements in UK, Canada, Australia, and many other countries, usually it is 6.5 in universities, but in cases like PLAB exam, to take PLAB examination, you have to score 7 band in each module and 7.5 overall. There are 4 modules in IELTS exams which you will be tested in. The first one is listening, which will last about 40 minutes, reading for 60 minutes, writing for 60 minutes, and speaking for 15 minutes. The modules happen in same sequence. Exception would be of speaking module, which will be on another day, but it will be within 1 week or within 1 week prior or after the main exam. Listening module. So let's discuss in detail about listening module. The procedure to be followed in listening is, this will be the first module as soon as you enter the examination hall, and a big clock will be displayed on the screen in front, and individual headphones will be provided to you, and the recording will be played at once for all the exam takers. 30 minutes will be given to you for attempting the questions, and the answers have to be written down in the question paper only. Extra 10 minutes will be allotted to transfer the answers from your question paper to your answer booklet. Here are a few helpful tips for listening exam. Familiarize yourself with various accents like British, Canadian, Australian by watching a lot of movies and listening to Spotify, podcasts and documentaries. Most importantly, do a lot of mocks. Free mocks are available online. Please do research and attempt as many as possible. There are 4 sections in listening module. It will comprise of 40 questions overall and 10 questions in each section. Section 1 is a dialogue or a conversation between 2 people on social topic. It is easy. Most of the information will be repeated and you will have enough time to jot down the answer. Section 2 is a map, diagram based question or a monologue. It's moderate in difficulty. Most helpful tip which I can offer here for section 2 is, please find your anchor. Either label north, south, east, west on paper, make a compass, or if you're taking a computer-based test, then follow the cursor as in when the dialogue is playing. Follow the cursor and then answer the questions simultaneously. Section 3 is a group discussion with 2 or more people. It's moderate in difficulty, and again questions are in sequence, so you need not panic and don't rumble through the questions. Answer in order, and in case if you have missed one question, then do not panic, just move on to the next one, or else it will be difficult to catch up. Then section 4 is an academic monologue which will be faster and a tad bit difficult in nature. My advice would be again to jot down the answers then and there and listen to it attentively. All these recordings will be played once and you do not have the option to pause it and play it again. Let's move on to the next module, that is reading module. We have 3 passages in total. First and second passage will be of 800 words each, and third passage will be of 1000 words. Surprisingly, reading module is not as easy as it seems to be. It is quite difficult because you have to read the passage again and again to find your answer, so that can be quite time consuming. So here are a few annotation strategies which can really help you save a lot of time. First would be to circle the numericals. If you are coming across any number or the year, or it can be any sort of number, just circle them and then square bracket the proper nouns, may it be name of person, thing, or place, and then underline the definitions, trends, and main characters, and try summarizing each para and jot down in short about the whole para in like one sentence or so next to it, so that when you read the questions again, if they are asking any specific question related to the year, then you can always scan through the passage for the circles, and then if they are asking questions about some particular person or particular place, then search for square bracket, and if they are asking you something about definition, trends, or main characters of various variables, then you can always see the underline while scanning through the whole passage. And sometimes to in order to save further time, you can like summarize every para, so as soon as you read the question, then you will get an idea about what they're asking, so you can always scan through it, and then you will know which para is talking about what. So these are few of the tricks which I would like to offer. The types of questions which can be asked are sentence completion, summary completion, which are uh, familiar to us, like fill in the blanks, and then table completion, flowchart completion, short answer, diagram labeling. Strategies would be to first read the instruction, highlight the word count. In front of every question, there will be a statement like answer in 2 or 3 words. You have to adjust the tenses and the grammar accordingly. Yeah. First read the questions and then read and annotate the whole para, like I told in the previous slide, and then answer one by one. Don't pick randomly because you may overlook and forget answering all the questions and you may miss some of the questions. So it is advised to answer one by one. The don'ts are make no assumptions. We often tend to connect the dots and then predict what the evaluator or the question paper is asking us. So yes, please make no assumption. Quite take the question quite literally and answer accordingly. Don't write the keyword. Comprehend and analyze and then use the appropriate word. For example, if the question is asking you uh, something in present tense, but it's given in past tense in the paragraph, so make the adjustments accordingly. Note down the exact word in true or false type of question and don't use yes or no. True is something which is agreeing, the question is in agreement to whatever statement is given in the passage. False is which is contradicting the statement which is giving the passage, and not given is something which is not at all mentioned. This is where people tend to commit a lot of mistakes. That is why it is very imperative that you make no assumptions and uh, be able to please be able to analyze it properly, that it is not given rather than connecting the dots. Let's move on to the writing module. There are two tasks which are given to you in the writing module. Task 1, please allot 20 minutes of your time for task 1 as it has only 1/3 of the marks weightage, and the task 2 will carry 2/3 of the marks weightage. The total words required in task 1 is 150. It is basically report writing. It is quite pictorial. So the question type can be bar graph, line graph, table chart, pie chart, map, diagram based, or process. Process meaning it can be filtration process, sewage treatment, or any manufacturing process. Strategies, very importantly, first see the diagram and then group all the similar trends or things together, group all the dissimilar things together, and then finally highlight the unique features. Similar things can be variable which are showing increase or which is showing progress over time. Dissimilar things is which is showing decreasing over time. That can be dissimilar things. Finally, highlight unique features. For example, some variables can be plateauing over the period of time, so those fall under the unique features. Or sometimes unique features can also be a variable which has skyrocketed over a short period of time or nosedived over a short period of time. So make a list of all of those and then proceed. The steps for task 1 is analyze the question, see the picture, be very observant, and then identify the main features. Then follow the strategy mentioned in the previous slide. The writing template for task 1 is as follows. It is introduction, overview statement, and detailed paragraph. Introduction and overview statement can be of 50 words, and detailed paragraph of 100 words can be written. In detailed paragraphs is where you follow all the strategies like I mentioned in the previous slide. Similar things, dissimilar things, and unique features can be written. Task 2, please allot 40 minutes of your time, and I'm not going to lie, this is one of the daunting tasks for all the IELTS takers. 2/3 of the marks in writing module is allotted to task 2. There are various questions which can be asked in task 2, which can be opinion based essays, non-opinion based essays, and combination types of essays. Opinion based essays, usually you either agree or disagree. Very rarely people choose to partially agree and disagree, but it is advised to stick to one, either be in agreement or either be in disagreement. Then non-opinion based essays can be problem, solution, and then cause and effect, advantage, disadvantage, or double type of questions. Combination based essays is where they are giving you a statement and also asking for your opinion. So that is combination based essays. What are the band descriptors on which you will be judged? Your task 2 will be judged on these following parameters. First would be task achievement. You have to reach the word limit, that is 250 words have to be written minimum, and try not to exceed more than 280 words. Coherence and cohesion will be evaluated and structure will be assessed. Lexical resources and vocabulary will also be taken into consideration, and any grammatical errors will also be assessed. Steps for task 2. Take 10 minutes to think about what you're going to write and brainstorm roughly on the question paper, and follow the following template for the task 2. It can comprise of introduction, body, and conclusion. So let's talk about all of them in detail. Introduction can be of 3 sentences or more, and it has to be written. First, you have to paraphrase the question and do not just copy whatever is given in the question paper. You have to frame it in a different way. Write your opinion or thesis statement, and lastly, outline the statement which will summarize as to what you will be writing in this essay. The second would be the body. Second would be the body part of it. Second would be the body part of it, and it comprises of 2 paras. In opinion based essay, both paras should either agree or disagree, and in non-opinion based essay, 1 para should discuss about problem, advantages, causes, and the second para can discuss about solution, disadvantage, and effects accordingly, respectively. And then each para has to be of 100 words each. Yes, so paras is where we tend to lose focus and differ from following a particular structure. We have to keep it in mind that it is not a freehand style of writing. We need to follow a particular structure. So the content of body paragraph should follow MSE pattern. MSE is, first you start with a main point or idea or reason, and then you can complement it with a subpoint or explanation and explaining the main point further, and then lastly you have to conclude with example. This MSc pattern should be followed in para 1 and para 2 respectively. First para should have one MSc and second para should have another MSc. Lastly, you have to write conclusion. Use the words like to summarize, to reinstate, and then try to write a quick statement by reiterating your thesis statement or opinion. Yes, that's all. Thank you so much and wish you all the best.